Welcome to MindNotes Oracle DBA YouTube channel. Today we are going to discuss about how to prevent transaction ID wraparound failures. What is a MVCC? Postgres architecture was MVCC, which means multi-version concurrency control. MVCC provides concurrent access to the databases. As a simple definition, one record has multiple versions. What is the transaction ID? The MVCC module always depends on the transaction ID. Now, this transaction ID are stored with each row inside the data file. Whenever we do the transaction on this server, transaction ID of the transaction written with the row set are affected with the transaction. If we look at any table, select xmin star from table name. This xmin is a transaction ID of the transaction which had created that row in a data file because each row will be created on the transaction. This xmin is a pseudo column of a PostgreSQL which used to track concurrent row access. Using xmin, we can get an exact number which internally uses by MVCC operations. How does it works? Let us consider if we are inserting 1000 rows in a table in one transaction. If you look at those 1000 rows which having the same xmin ID, because here xmin ID refers to the transaction ID which is applicable to as same as update as well, not delete. In delete, we are deleting the reference ID from the data file. So each rows contains xmin or transaction ID. Those transaction IDs are referred by MVCC. The MVCC says only we can view the data which is committed, and MVCC always compares the transaction ID whenever it is reading the data from data file. So that is not reading any rows, those transaction ID is greater than committed counter on the server. What is the transaction ID wraparound? MVCC who is depend on the transaction ID. Those transaction IDs are right now 32-bit in size. So that means after around 4 billion transaction, what will happen? Is this our transaction ID will be finished? No. By default, the behavior of the server cycle to the transaction ID. So it will go back to the first transaction ID again. So this is called wraparound. So the wraparound failures will occur if our cluster is running a long time. Approximately once the 4 billion transaction happen in the cluster and we never done any freeze work on the server, due to this still old transaction IDs are lie in the data files. So new transactions are getting generated after the wraparound will actually less than the current xmin row. I have a transaction ID 45 inside a row. After 4 billion transaction, I have another row inside the same table whose ID is a 44 which is less than 45. Now this ID 45 will not be displayed on the screen because the server will think that the particular transaction ID is a future row because this transaction ID is not yet committed. So the counter has changed in the server and the transaction ID are wraparound now. This is called a catastrophic failure on the server. When it occurs in the server will shut down automatically. This failure is known as transaction ID wraparound. There is no way to easy to recover out of the transaction ID wraparound failures in PostgreSQL. To avoid this, we need to use vacuum freeze.